welcome to this episode of What the Shit Are We Listening To? I left it blank so we could fill in the explicit word with whatever we would like to. You know, it's up in the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll let everyone introduce themselves and give a chance to plug whatever you're working on, starting with you, Steve.
Hello, I'm Steve. Steve. I play in things. I do some music. I record some stuff. That's me. Stop spelling your T.
Not gonna plug the new We album.
I play in a band called aPAtT, and we did a record called We, which came out when last May, last April. So that's ages ago now.
I'm pretty sure it was April, man.
Yeah, you'd know more than I would. You're good with that. You corrected me on loads of things last time. It was great. Yeah, and it's nice music. Have a go at that.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Cool, good. Thanks for your support, Billy.
Word. Josh?
I'm Josh. Let that one sink in. And now I play in the display team. We're a band also from England, like Steve's band. We haven't released anything in a little while, but we did just go on tour over here. That was pretty cool. We've got more of that coming up next year, again in the UK. And I also play in the bands Lost Crowns and the Stephen Evans band and a bunch of other things that have come and gone as well. Keeping busy, having a nice time whenever I can.
Word. Chaz?
Yeah, I'm Chaz. I'm from the Blue Meanies. We're sort of semi-dormant. We just played a show in Chicago where we're from in July. Yeah, we're sort of semi-retired but semi-active. Things to come in 2024. We'll see. Also play in a hardcore band called P.H.E. Also very dormant, but we're on all the streaming services and everything, but check us out.
Word. So I got a couple fun tracks lined up for us. It took me a while to dig through because I got quite the diverse palette of listeners here in front of me. You guys are all over the place, and I was like, man, what the hell? I was gonna get into the French scene, but like I was just explaining to Steve, that's way too close to Britain, and he's already familiar with most of the music from the scene that I was gonna. So I decided to jump all over the place, and I'm gonna start off with a track by the band Traun. Traun was the drummer Dave Murray to the band Stratosphere, and he just released a trilogy of, I want to say they're full albums, but they're just really EPs. They're only like 15 minutes each. But you throw them together, and it's my new holy trilogy. It's fucking phenomenal. But we're gonna jump into that shit here. Let me get this. Now I've noticed that when I have been,
oh hell yeah,
when I've been sharing this,
15 minutes.
Yeah, when I share this, it tends to not show the current track, but the previous track that I was playing on there. So we'll see this. Well,
it looks fantastic already.
There you go.
There we go.
No, that's not spelled how I think it'd be.
I think because copyrights. Very atmospheric at the beginning.
Should we be talking over this or just being?
I don't know.
Is it like Mystery Science Theater 2000 or whatever that was?
That was good.
Many years ago.
I mean, the artwork's doing that, isn't it? It's great.
It's gonna get heavy in a second.
gotta have a gentle exit after all of that.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
A great ending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Totally.
picked this particular track. Here, we're gonna come out of share mode here. I picked this particular track because you can. It's very drum driven. You can tell it was written by the drummer and orchestrated. But let's hear your thoughts on this piece. We'll start with you, Chaz.
Well, you said orchestrated. Yeah, it's definitely it's very well orchestrated. I mean, there were some tasty keyboard lines in there. As a keyboard player, I noticed such things. But no, yeah, it was like I really I have a an affection for double bass drumming and like it's oh yeah, it was really cool combined with like very melodic, almost pastoral keyboards. So yeah, it was really cool. But I liked the end because it was like, oh yeah, I'm making love to you, baby, and then I'm gonna slap you in the face or some shit like that. It was like, oh my god, and not in the in the most nice way possible, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It was a loving slap.
It was beautiful, but then there was a slap, and it was like, oh, okay,
Josh.
always a good thing.
Um,
Well, not when you're making love to your woman, but yes.
different tastes, I guess.
Yeah.
I can see room for everything in this world that we live in together. No, I liked it. I was pleased that it was instrumental. I obviously don't know what the rest of the record is like, but I was anticipating a moment when vocals might come in and thinking that I would rather that didn't happen. So I was pleased when it didn't.
You were in fear throughout.
It would have been
Well-
it would have been interesting if a vocal came in and it wasn't like you were expecting a guttural scream, but it would have been like ha ha ha. That would have been kind of a cool juxtaposition in there
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
in terms of a vocal.
To be honest, I was kind of expecting melodic vocal more than a harsh one.
Really?
Don't get me wrong, I would have
Like
been
maybe
okay.
a Mike Patton kind of thing, like
Yeah, like
Okay.
aggressive but not like harsh.
I can
like
see that.
Just
Yeah.
strong singing. Yeah. I guess it's in that sort of wheelhouse. You've got a Stratosphere and then Secret Chiefs 3, and there's some kind of musical congruence there. So it sort of links back to roughly where maybe Mike Patton and Trace Prince and those guys are coming from. In some cases, anyway. Yeah, I liked it. I liked the sudden shifts in dynamic and the way the arrangement just got sucked down to like one very gentle thing, like an acoustic guitar that was really up front, and then went back to being really widescreen with the whole band playing something that was like, I liked the way it was linear as well, because you had those moments where it went down really quiet and then picked back up again, but it was always developing. I don't know that I picked up on any themes that were like stated and then restated and developed and stuff, not on first listening anyway. Yeah, I liked it. I was buoyed along by whatever it was that was happening. It was nice.
Word. What's your thoughts, Steve?
I don't know. I'm glad you asked me last, to be honest with you, because I had a little time to think. Is it part of a bigger thing? Is it? What year is this?
This album. The dynamics shift constantly through the whole album. Each track is about a minute and a half to 2 minutes, and there's so many partial themes. Like you said, there's so many partial themes that don't get fully developed before it jumps into the next. So like the whole album, the whole trilogy is really a musical adventure.
Okay, so it's like a 3-album affair based upon Traun, avoiding the Traun name, but it is about Traun.
Well, it's actually he wanted to write it as a soundtrack to a story, to a movie that he has in his head. See, initially,
Okay.
yeah,
Called Traun. He's onto Traun exists though. Yeah.
Yeah. Tron exists, not TRAU.
Chaz looks like he's in Tron now with that purple light as well. That's good.
But Billy, you mentioned dynamics, and the dynamics are very cool in this song. You know, and
Yeah.
I appreciate dynamics. Like they're like, yeah, that's in developing a song or something along those lines. Dynamics are super important. You know, and they went from soft to quiet and blah, blah, or soft to loud. Sorry, but yeah, it was really cool how they approached the dynamics.
Word. Right. So yeah, I figured we'd start off with that. Like I said, it's a nice, well composed piece. The dynamics change a lot. I'm gonna jump into something a little bit more crazy now by a Japanese band called AilifDopa. Right. This band, I sent you a video from them the other day, Chad.
Yes. Oh, I love these guys.
So this band has this tendency of mixing the most heavy metalist stuff you can with the J-pop scene that's going on over there, right? So it's fun stuff. But they've been a band for about 16, 17 years now, but they initially spelled their name AILIPH space DOEPA, AilifDopa. But they decided recently that they were going to change the American spelling of their name and drop the PH in Alif and then the E in Dopa because it'll still sound the same when you're saying it. But it's now one word. So while they decided to do this, they came up with a song as an announcement that they were changing the spelling of their name. So this song is called P.H.E. Jump back over to this guy.
Love a proclamation. Yeah.
Lovely.
Hell yeah.
That was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
The cool thing about that is I could see them being able to pull this off live. You know, there's a lot of, you know, the drums are super tight and the guitars are super heavy, and there's, obviously embellishments and everything, but I could see him pulling that off in a club, and I would love to see that. Because I think it's possible. You know, it's really cool. You know, it's in your face and like it's very, very punk rock. But yeah, I would love to see that live.
Word. from my understanding, the live scene in Japan works a little differently than the rest of the world, to where you have to rent out your own club for the evening and pay everything up front and
Really?
hope that everyone shows up to cover your cost. Right? They're called I forgot what the word from was over there. But yeah, the system's completely different over there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a minute since I've toured Japan, but like it was like when I was there, late '90s, early 2000s. It was pretty straightforward. It was like you just showed up. It was, and they were, it was, you just play, But I don't know how if you're a Japanese band, it might be a different dynamic. But as an American band coming over there, it was and they were like super cool audiences and everything. But I mean, yeah, I would imagine it might be different for a Japanese up and coming band, especially a band like that. You might have to like convince people to come see it, and but I don't know. But it's really cool. That's the thing. I could see it. I was picturing it in my head. I could see that live in a club, and I would love to see that live in a club.
Yeah, they're sorry, I've had a long day already. But yeah, I've seen a lot of live footage of them, and they do tend to pack the house. Live houses, that's what they were called. That's
Oh, okay.
Good name.
Right.
word. Josh, what's your thoughts on this particular announcement of the new spelling of their name?
There's no ignoring it, first of all. Don't reach for that tile because it will bite back. No, I liked it. I agree with Chaz. Like it had a really balls out approach. I don't know if you guys use that term in the US, but yeah, like it had a I guess like a punk approach to making something complex, where how long was that? Like 1:40 or something?
Yeah, it felt like
Yeah,
a lot of ideas compacted, didn't it? Yeah.
exactly.
It was
Yeah,
I was hearing like bits of Melt Banana, Poly 6. I had a little like snippet of black metal. I had a little Pat and Pound Slither. There was loads of fun. There was a lot of similar like tropes from the previous track in this, but like delivered in a completely different way. Like it was like the fun version of the same thing without being quite so serious, maybe. Still like hyper program drum sound things, but they were a bit more honest about the programming, maybe. I don't know as well. I don't know. Or the editing. Let's go for that.
Or was it triggers and just a guy playing? Who knows? I mean, but
we'll never know.
Yes.
Well, unless we get to see them
it
in
felt
club.
organic is the best as I could say.
Yeah.
I do know that they do not have a live keyboard player, and there's keyboards on every track. So I guarantee there's a live track going on while they're playing. So
I was going to ask you about their instrumentation, actually.
Yeah. So how much of that drumming is pre-programmed keyboard? I don't know. But regardless, it comes out awesome.
I go with mostly. It's great. Doesn't make it good. You don't judge quality by that anyway. That's fine. It's all right.
But yeah, so that was a fun track I thought I'd share with you. Okay, and the last track I chose today is by a band called Urugulu, who has been kind of dormant since 2016 with the release of this album, Fashion and Welfare. But they're, from my understanding, they're in the works of recording something now, which I'm quite excited about. Now, this is a little more, I don't know how to describe it. I'll just play it. It's funner that way anyway, right? There we go.
You on Winamp?
Huh? I'm not
Winamp.
I'm not using Winamp right now. I'm using Media Player.
Sorry. That's how you spell it. Well, look at that. Where are they from?
Oh shit, I don't even remember. I think Switzerland. I'd have to relook that up. It's been a minute
Oh,
since
I gotta get my ass to
Doesn't sound
Switzerland.
Swiss though.
it doesn't. And let me do a quick Google while we discuss what your thoughts are. Chaz, would you like to go first?
I mean, I know, a month or so back, you sent me, or maybe a little longer, but like Darth Vegas, the band that I love percussion, and the percussion, I love that. It's underused. It's very Zappa. You're wearing the Zappa shirt, and I feel like some of the, the it- it- just the melodies and the tonalities and everything were very Zappa, like the scales and all that. But no, that was very cool, very atmospheric, and like, oh my god, like super cool. And like, I'm in Chicago, so last night I saw this band Alt J. Maybe you UK guys know them,
Yeah.
but like, phenomenal band. But like, they've always used like a little like toy xylophone as part of their sound, and to this day they were playing a 5,000 seat arena last night and still using it, and like super cool. I just love percussion, love horns, and like yeah, like everything was like you know it just like some of the melodies were very Zappa and like super cool, and like it was I really dug that. So I'm gonna be looking, send me the link to find these guys, Switzerland or wherever the hell they're from.
They are. I just looked it up. They are from Switzerland.
Okay. I didn't even know Switzerland had a scene. I'm just some fucking dude in my bedroom in Chicago,
Uh,
but
same here, but in Missouri.
whatever. I had no idea there was any sort of bands in Switzerland at all, but fucking great. Hell yeah. I'm going to be exploring the Swiss scene. Did they sing in French? Did they sing in German? Who knows? I don't know. They weren't singing at all.
Well,
It doesn't matter. It
there
was
was some
great.
vocals there, but I couldn't discern.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you think about it, it's got a hint of Germanic qualities. Now I'm in there. Flemish.
Oh.
It had because it was almost like I was thinking, are they Belgian? Because there was like there was an Aksak Maboul kind of flavour at one point. They've obviously got a whole lot of whole tone appreciation going
Yes,
down
the
there.
whole tone thing is what I was
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I'm a sucker for. So that's fine. They quoted Inspector Gadget. I'm down with that. There was a little clip of it in the middle there.
Oh, you heard
There
that?
was
That
a
was
shotgun
Inspector
being
Gadget?
loaded.
Yeah, that's always a treat.
Like,
It reminded me, obviously, the Zappa thing, and I'm like, well done. It's good you've wore the T-shirt of your tattoo.
yeah,
But-
man.
Yeah. Somebody saw my tattoo and was like, "I got a shirt for you," and of course I'm ripping it.
It's your own arm.
I know, right?
Yeah, it was great, really silly, and then it went into like the program metal thing at the end, which you obviously love. You love it.
Oh yeah, you gotta love it. Throw a metal in
They
there.
lost me a little bit then because I was like totally in. If it ended, that could be like the next track, and I'd still like the next track doing that. But I'd like to pick when it does that sometimes. Once it gets into that territory, I'm just saying. As a producer, that's my producer head getting in there. That maybe we have a little. Maybe we just have a CD break there, lads. Come on.
It was like all three of us, I think, were bound to say it. Like it was really cool to hear as a Zappa type thing, where you have like a continuous beat in 3/4, and then like instruments playing a kind of a tuplet line against that beat in unison on the whole tone scale, with that kind of whimsical but also mysterious quality to it. It's really cool to hear that people are still doing. I love stuff like that, and it's cool that people have like run with it, even though he didn't do that as much as people think, but it is a signature thing that Zappa did, and like it's really really nice like that people still want to write music like that in this day and age where you can just kind of, I don't know, things have changed, I guess, in the last 40, 50 years. But yeah, that's cool. It's really cool to hear.
It was funny too. I just randomly I'm on like all kinds of just whatever producer music pages on Facebook and whatever. I just happened to see one today. It was how to mic a vibraphone, and they were doing a Glenn Johns technique of, sort of equidistant mics from the one end to the vibraphone to the other end, And it was like, oh, I'm like, I wonder if they did that. And I'm like, oh, I love shit like that. And it was just like, oh, just to hear percussion, it's really cool. You know, it's underused and like can be so effective in productions and like very cool shit.
Yeah,
Word,
absolutely.
word.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a fun episode, guys. I appreciate you guys hopping on here and doing this with me. It's fucking amazing. I'm glad you enjoyed my picks of this particular episode.
Good
Uh,
Great
picks,
picks,
dude.
Billy. Great picks, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Thank you
really
very
digging
much.
that aPAtT patch on your hat there. Is there more of those floating about?
Probably old school. Look at the. Can you see the glue shape? Splat. Expensive stuff. This.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I just had to throw that out there. I was digging it.
Have I not sent you something of this nature? That's very rude of me. I'm sorry. I'll send.
Oh no,
something.
you've sent me some stuff. Wait.
He hasn't even looked, has he? He's just that's.
Yeah.
I take it all back. There we go.
Yeah, I'm not a small though. I'm quite big.
Small. So it's for the chair. There's a hole in the chair. I'll put Steve's t-shirt on it. It'll be fine.
Word.